Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a fun scavenger hunt layout. So this layout I made for the Paper Issues Scrap and Chat Challenge, which was a scavenger hunt, and it was hosted by Devra. So she challenged us to find quite a bit of things in our stashes and to make a layout with them. So I was just showing you the things that I found. So I'll just list them here for you. So number one was a frame, stars, polka dot paper, a sun, camera, floral paper, 3 stickers, and wood veneer. So I have 2 photos here that I'm just cutting down, and then also I have already pulled out my embellishments and everything that is on this list that I want to make sure to use. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of pull everything onto itself and push it aside. And at first I was thinking I was going to use that black and white paper that had the dashes on it, but then I decided that that was going to be too much for my layout. So I pull out just a plain white piece of textured paper, and here I am going to mat them on this red polka dot paper. So there is number 1 checked off my list, using the polka dot paper. And of course I have to make these photos match up absolutely perfect because they're going to be right next to each other. So I can't have them be even the teensy bit off on the measurements. So I'm gluing those together, and then I'm going to cut them down. And it has to be straight. And I can't get it straight for the life of me. I don't know why. It was really weird. Anyway, so I cut that down, I get it all set up, and I'm really loving how this looks so far. I also had a piece of tissue paper on my desks, so I'm going to pull that in behind the photos. You can see that I have that little wood veneer, and that to me feels like a sun, so that is going to represent my sun. So there is my second item being crossed off the list. So here you can see I'm using my Tim Holtz crayons, and I'm using a yellow and orange, and I'm just rubbing them with my finger, and then also a wet wipe just to kind of help the colors blend together. I'm going to use this floral paper, which is my third item being crossed off the list, and then I'm also going to use this green frame, so that's my 4th item. I have this cute little fringe, I don't know if that's what you would call that, or scallop paper, or not paper, it's a puffy sticker. So I made a little cluster up there in the top left hand corner. I'm going to do another cluster down here in this bottom corner, and there is my next item, which would be those enamel stars. So that would be number 5. And I am just going to glue this little frame, and that is going to be my wood veneer piece. So that is number 6, and there is a total of 7. So I'm just gluing down this frame, and then also I'm gluing down this chipboard sticker. And I'm just using my very lovable Zots to glue those down. I also have this really cute little rubber charm that says best ever, and another wood veneer piece. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use that that hollowed out, like it looks like a circular frame or a sun frame or something like that, doesn't it? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to start gluing this top cluster down, and at this point I'm thinking, okay, I need to start trying to find stickers. And puffy stickers and chipboard stickers qualify as stickers, right? But I kind of wanted to use some of the stickers on this jelly bean soup sticker sheet. So I'm going to actually add a few more stickers than 3. So here I'm gluing down the tissue paper, and then that floral piece of paper, and then I'm going to glue the photo mat down on top of this. And I really love how this turns out. I think I was I don't know what, oh, you know what? I was making this layout the night of the challenge. So everybody was chatting and having fun. And so if I walk away, it's, excuse me, it's because I'm trying to keep up with everybody in chat and have fun. This was my first PI scrap and chat that I went to. PI stands for paper issues. If you're new to the lingo, as I was new this year to the lingo. I'm learning so much. Anyway, sorry. It's late. I apologize. My brain is not here nor there. But here you can see I am using just some fun foam to glue this, or to pop up the photo, just to make sure it stays at the same level as the tissue paper and the floral paper. So anyway, this was my first paper issues crop, and it was so fun. I had so much fun. Okay, so this is a funny story. That is my new dog, Piper. And this was, I think this was the first night we got her, or maybe this was the next day. I think this was the next day, because we got her on Friday night, the night that we were doing the chat, and it was funny. The funny thing is, though, is that in the chat, because they have a chat thread, somebody said, I can't scrap right now because my cats are climbing all over my table, or my cat has taken over my table. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm lucky because I have a dog. I don't have that problem. And then she says, well, then you obviously don't have dogs like my mom does, or something like that. And then we get Piper, and she the next day was climbing on my table, and I just thought that was hilarious because I just said, I'm lucky I have dogs. I don't have a problem of my dog, taking up my scrap space, but apparently Piper just needed my attention, and I was trying to get my layout finished for the challenge because it was due the next morning, and she just kept coming in. You can see her there. She is again, and she would just put her paws up on my desk, and it was just quite hilarious. I thought it was funny. I don't know. Anyway, I think this layout is coming to a close. Maybe not. We're still a few minutes away. I don't have it in front of me. I have a whole stack of layouts that I'm trying to go through and everything. So they're on the other side of my room. So I apologize about that. But I'm pretty much almost done. So here I'm going to start working on this top cluster here. And I'm going to use this sticker of the flowers. I'm going to glue down my sun and that word smile. I'm going to put that down as well. And then I'm going to use those jelly bean soup stickers for my alpha, and my title is going to be, what is my title going to be? Their Friendship, I think. Their Friendship Shines is what it's going to be, because I have a sticker in mind that I want to use, but I'm going to end up not being able to find it, and then I found it, I think, the next day or something. So I'm just going to pick out a few other things to go on my layout. I added that camera. I'm going to add a camera in each of the clusters, and let's see. I think this is where I'm looking for that shine sticker, because I wanted the title to be Their Friendship Shines, because it really does. They've been friends since they were 3 years old. We were, this little girl is Tinian's best friend. We were their neighbor for, let's see, 6 years, and they started to be really good friends around the time when they turned 3. And she would always be at our house, or Tinian would always be at her house, and it was just such a fun friendship. And they still, like, they're like brother and sister. That's the kind of friends they are. Like, they fight, but it's like they still love each other. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you can see the photos, if they're big enough for you to see. But in the one on the left, in the photo on the left, they're just hanging out watching TV together. And then the one on the right, they were like kicking at each other because they were just getting bored watching TV. So they just started playing. And I just thought that was so funny. And it just showed off their friendship. They can just be so content laying there watching TV together, and then they're playing the next minute and they're having tons of fun. So I love their friendship and I love them. They're just cute kids. So you can see I've added another sticker down there in that bottom cluster. I can't tell what it says. I think it says you are amazing or something like that. You are awesome. So that will do it for my third sticker. I also have I think it says beautiful up in the top. It's just one of those little word stickers. So I have 3 stickers. So that is my 7th item. So I have all of the items needed for this challenge. And I apologize if you can hear Max. He's outside of the room and Piper is inside my room with me because she's on her cycle and they can't be in the same room together. Max is starting to go crazy and it's only been a week. And there's Piper again saying hi, don't forget about me. So this is the end of my layout. You can see I am putting down my title. I am going to actually bring it down to be right on the top of the photos just because it wasn't standing out enough on that floral paper. So I think I do the rest of this off camera, because I think it was just taking so long. So anyway, I hope that you had fun watching me make this layout. Make sure to come on over to the Paper Issues Facebook group, and I will see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.